What's up, y'all? So today we'll be making a gumbo. So look at here, this video is kind of long, but it is very much in depth, and anybody should be able to follow this recipe because I'm giving you step by step on how to make it. So if you never made a gumbo before, trust me, your gumbo about to be good as hell. But without further ado, let's get started, man. Alright, so first things first, making this roux. What I got for mine, I think I'm using a cup and a half of vegetable oil, and then 2 cups of flour. I like my roux pretty thick, so, and I'm only not using equal parts because I don't want as much grease for when everything start going into the pot, so I ain't gotta mess with all that later on. But I'm gonna just start stirring this, letting that heat take to it. And I got mine on medium heat, so I'm probably gonna have to keep an eye on it because it's burning a little messed up. So it'll probably start cooking fast, so it might take about 30 minutes to get my roux if I want it. But see, it's already turning another color. The color we're looking for is like a Hershey brown. Once we get that, we're in business. But this is for those, I know, you know, the video make it out, you know, for those who are up north and probably ain't got access to the roux. I got roux like this. I don't know what all states carry, but see, they got the roux in the jar. Pretty much same thing, just flour and oil. Flour and oil. Homemade, it just take a little time. So when you get it in the jar, you're just saving time. When you make it at home, you got the chance to put all the love in it. But I'm gonna just keep giving this a stir, and we'll check in on it every now and then as the color start to change. But see, it's starting to get from clumpy. Try to take some of these clumps out. But we're going from clumpy to this nice smooth consistency. We're gonna want that throughout the whole process. All we gotta do is keep it from burning. Although it is gonna be considered burnt flour at the end, but we don't want it burnt. But we're gonna just keep checking in, keep it stirring until we get to the color we're looking for. So I know I said my roux would probably take about 30 minutes, but we started this thing at about 2 o'clock, and we're almost at the 30-minute mark. And as you can see, the roux ain't changed much in color. It looks like we might be in it for the long run, so probably a little over an hour. But yeah, just take your time with it. Stay on it. By the way, word of advice for anybody who ever try to make a roux for some etouffee. This almost consistent with the color. Oh, light roux, white roux, whatever you want to call it. This is about the color roux you would use for etouffee. Just a heads up. Giving y'all a few more secrets all in one video. You're welcome. But just a word of advice, because I am making this also a tutorial on the gumbo. So for those who, you know, not used to cooking their own gumbo or making their own roux, this isn't one of them things you can just let sit around on top of the stove like boiled eggs. You gotta stay on top of this, especially depending on what heat you got it on. But like I said, I gotta stay on mine because my burner messed up. Even if I got it on low, it's probably still gonna be cooking high. Let's see it. Let me focus it. So you got that on low, on medium low heat. So I gotta stay on it. Stay on it. But yeah, so hopefully I'll answer all questions that people may have about a gumbo while I make this tutorial today. And then over here, I got a whole nother thing going on. That there, red kidney beans. That's probably got another hour to go. But that'll be for another video. If y'all interested, go on ahead and comment that y'all want to see a tutorial on that too, and I'll take care of it. But if you're liking what you see so far, go on ahead and smash that like button. Comment what else you would like to see as we go on throughout this video. As you can see, the roux starting to get a little color. This is more of that pretzel brown, peanut butter brown, whichever brown you want to compare it to. It's also starting to get the burnt flour smell, so don't be alarmed. But we're getting there, and we're just about a little over an hour. I'd say not too much longer, and we'll be where we want. With that roux, like I said, it's a Hershey brown we're looking for. Some might want to go a little darker than that. I'm going probably right for the Hershey. Maybe a little darker. I don't know. We'll see. Alright, y'all. We finally made it to the color we were looking for, right at that Hershey brown. Maybe a slight bit darker, not too bad. Look good. But it took right at about an hour and a half. I have the burn off, as you can see. It finished up right at about 3:30. So I'm gonna just let mine sit here. I'm not gonna add any stock or water to it just yet, because I like to add my roux as I go. Get all my stock and water boiling and all that good stuff. But yeah, man, we're looking good. We ready to get this gumbo started. All right, so after some time with the roux sitting in this little bowl right here, it done set up some. So now, if you was worried, you know, when you was doing your roux, it look a little runny or whatever, it'll be all right, because this is how it's gonna come out. Like I said, I let mine sit though. I don't just start throwing everything in on top of it. Look how thick that is. It's a nice good roux right there. But I'm about to start boiling me some water with chicken stock. Got my chicken stock over here. Got me two 32-ounce boxes of chicken stock. I got this pot filled up about 1/3 of the way with water. That's a pretty big pot, so I can't really give you any measurements on the water in the stock. I guess it just depends on how big of a gumbo you're doing. You might just want to kind of eyeball it. But we're gonna get all this to a boil. I'm about to pour in this chicken stock, and then we'll start adding in roux. So I'm about to just start adding this bad boy in. Oh yeah, it's taking its time coming out that box. Add in that second one. And that water already then went almost up more than halfway in that pot. So by the time I start adding in meat, like I said, it'll probably end up somewhere up there. We're gonna just on here, let this get to a boil. And then once that starts happening, we'll throw in the roux. Alright, now our little water and stock starting to come to a boil, so that means it's time to start adding in the roux. But before we do that, let me show y'all these ingredients. So over here we got smoked sausage, pork, and deer. That's that ravioli sausage. As a vegetable, we got celery. We got some garlic. I'm gonna use 2 onions because it's a big pot, and a bell pepper. And I got some parsley and some green onion. That's gonna go in last when everything done, and it's coming down to just letting it sit. That's when I'm gonna add these in. But then over here, I got us some chicken legs, and I got some cut up chicken breast tenderloins in there too. And I did season my chicken, but I'm not gonna be searing it down or frying it down before I put it in the gumbo. It's going in straight into the bowl. So yeah, some of y'all might say, well, ain't that gonna wash it off? Shit, that done marinated, my guy. So hopefully it done set into that chicken a little bit, but yes, a little bit of it will wash off. And I don't really be seasoning it like crazy. I just add on a little bit of this Zatarain's Creole seasoning, and a little bit of cayenne. I don't go crazy with it though. I save all that for the actual pot of gumbo. And then I'm adding a little extra to my gumbo. Over here I got some smoked ham hocks and some smoked turkey necks. Let me show y'all. Smoked turkey neck. Oh, focus. And some smoked ham hock, the ham hock. For those who don't know, and that's Foreman's brand. Got it at Market Basket. Anybody watching it and probably can't get the hold of any smoked meat, it's alright. Some will argue that smoked meat don't belong in it. But this is my gumbo. You do your gumbo your way, just don't go crazy with it. Making a soup on the call of the gumbo. And this right here gonna be some potato salad. But yeah, now we're about to just go in and add that roux. And then we'll come back and get these vegetables cut in a snippet. Well, once you look at that, I was sausage and put itself in a container. But nah, damn, I wish prepping was that easy, but we got everything cut up now. So it's time to start adding it on the mix. So I done added in the roux. It's at a pretty fair consistency. You don't want it like stew or nothing. Just want to have it thicken up a little bit. Plus it'll thicken up throughout the course of cooking. And once we start adding in everything, I'm about to start throwing in my smoked meats. And then that should be it for about a good 30-45 minutes. Because I just want the smoked meat flavor just to sit in there with, and I'm gonna add in that vegetable as well. So let's get to it. Alright, so we're gonna go ahead, add in our smoked meats. Let me be careful with this. And we'll add in our sausage. And any kind of smoked sausage will do it, y'all. I mean, I know everybody ain't got access to no ravidos or don't even know what it is. But any little smoked sausage. And then I'm gonna throw in my vegetables. Throwing in vegetables. Celery, green bell pepper, onion, and garlic. Let all that sitting there marinating, gather up its flavors inside that roux. I'll get every bit of that. Hot damn. We'll let that simmer for about a good 30-45 minutes. And then we'll throw in some chicken. Alright, we're gonna let our smoked meat cook a little bit. As you can see, there's a little grease on top. That's alright, that's all flavor. That's from the sausages and the ham hock fat. Maybe a little bit from the roux from earlier. But now we're about to add in our chicken. The reason I let the smoked meat go first is so I can get a little tender, because that chicken will cook a lot faster. We're gonna add in the chicken. Oh, bowl. Having a little hard time. Alright, let's try it again. Had to loosen it up, break it up some. Done sat in that bowl for a while. And leaving the skin on the chicken for extra flavor. That's all your flavor. You want every last bit of that. And some might cook theirs down in a pan, just because I don't know, they don't trust it, I guess. But I'll boil everything. Everything, get every little bit of that flavor in there. I'm gonna just stir it up. Get all of that. And just let it cook for another hour. Alright, y'all, we're coming down to the end of this whole thing. I'm not gonna stir it up too much. I don't want my chicken legs breaking up in there, but we got a little grease on top. That's all your flavor. Some of y'all might want to take it out. I don't. I'll leave it in there. It ain't gonna hurt anything. And like I said, it's a lot of that flavor from that sausage and that ham hock. The only thing I'm about to do is add in this parsley that I cut up from earlier and that green onion. I'm gonna just let that sit, and I did turn the stove off. I'm just gonna stir it right in there. We'll put the lid on it. And as far as seasoning goes, you would have to season it to you like it. I'm not big on the whole measurements of seasoning because everybody's different. But I could just show y'all the seasonings that I use: Creole seasoning, garlic powder, accent, cayenne pepper, salt, you know, all this stuff. A little smoked paprika. Fuck is that? But it don't take much. And like I said, it just all depends on the size of the pot. But that'd be the end of it. Alright, man, I appreciate y'all sticking with me through this video. I know it's been long. I feel like it's been too long. I'm gonna try to keep it nice and short right here at the end, but I just let this gumbo sit down for a little bit right here, so all them flavors can settle in. And what you see right now is like a majority of the grease and settle to the top. But like I said, that won't affect anything. And if you like what you learned today, or if you didn't like it, hit the like button, hit the dislike button. Make sure you comment what you didn't like. Make sure you comment what you did like. Subscribe, tell everybody else, because we're not only doing cooking tutorials in this whole video thing. There's a lot more other things that we have going on and a lot of other things that's coming. So just please support. And I don't even know, but get back with me. Chicken stock in. So we're gonna let that get to a boil, and then I'll start adding in the roux. Start thickening this bad boy up.